Do you have excess inventory that you can't seem to get rid of? Or new inventory that you want to promote? Well, today we'll find the best tool to drive more sales for your store. Now, to do that, we'll discuss which tools eBay offers and how to know which of these tools can help you to reach your store's goals. Now, my name is Jude Lugo of J&L Making a Difference. And alongside my mom, Linnell, we've grown our business from $1 of my birthday money in 7th grade to everything from electronics to clothing, and nearly $1.5 million in sales. Today, we'll equip you for similar success. So let's jump right in. Now, volume pricing is a great way to drive bigger orders. There's huge benefits, like lower costs for your business. And as you have these lower costs, you'll also see larger orders, which means higher profits for your business. Now, when's the best time to use volume pricing? Well, whenever you have repeat buyers on a particular item, it may be great to encourage them to consider buying multiple at once as opposed to having multiple orders. And whenever that happens, your shipping costs will be lower, and as we talked about earlier, that'll drive those profits up. If you have a lot of orders where people are ordering 2 or more of a particular item, that's also a great time to include volume pricing. And if you have a lower priced item where you want to save on shipping, volume pricing could be your best friend. Now, for us, our clothing items that are typically one-off are not great for volume pricing. But on our office supply items that people typically order a few of, maybe 5 or even 10, volume pricing is a great incentive to make sure that buyers are purchasing more than one of those items, helping us to save the planet and save a little bit on shipping along the way. Now, if you're wondering about how to add volume pricing to your listings, it's super easy. There's a few ways to do it, and if you're just starting out, I'd recommend trying it during your listing process. If you go to the See Pricing Options tab while you're listing, it'll bring up an option to add volume pricing. And there you can add volume pricing for when people buy 2 or more, 3 or more, or 4 or more of your listing. Now, I'd suggest getting started this way as you're listing, but whenever you're ready to make a big shift to volume pricing, you could try updating in bulk using the Marketing tab. The Marketing tab is a great way to select multiple listings to add volume pricing to once you're sure that volume pricing is the right choice for your business. Now, we've tried a few listings at this point. Now this is that bulk listing tool where we're able to say, okay, we want to select all this inventory and we want to add this certain discount to it. At J&L Making a Difference, we sell a lot of clothing in those one-off items, but we sell a lot of SKUs in our multiple quantity listings. So we only have a few SKUs where we sell multiple quantities. So for us, it's just easier to add it as we list. But if you find the bulk tool more useful, that could be the right choice for your store. Now let's talk about the Promotions Manager. In the Promotions Manager, you have a lot more valuable tools than just the volume pricing tool. So let's talk about the Sale Event and Markdown tool. This is a great way for you to offer lower pricing on selected items and categories. I think if you're just trying to promote a single one-off item and volume listing isn't necessarily your concern, this is a great way to accomplish that. This is where you see that strike through on a particular item. Maybe that original price is there and then it strikes it through and shows the new sale price. With our Sale Event and Markdown tool, it's a great way to show your buyers that they're getting value. Now, if you have new inventory that you're trying to promote, this is a great way to promote those new items. Maybe you're trying to eventually reach a higher sale price, but initially you want to get some traction on your listing. So you're incorporating this sale as a way to drive that. Or maybe you have some older inventory that you want to clear out. This is a great way for you to show your buyers that you're serious about moving inventory. So no matter your pricing strategy, sales events and markdowns are a great way to incorporate into your listing. Now, this is a simple way that you can add this here on the Promotions tab. You just go create a promotion, click Sale Event and Markdown, and then you'll select all those items to create a sale event. Now let's talk about order and shipping discounts. These are a great way to increase your order sizes. Maybe volume pricing isn't the right choice for your business because people buy one of one item, one of another item, but you want to increase that total cart size. Well, the Promotions Manager will walk you through the best discounts for your store that help to increase those order sizes. Maybe that's a dollar amount off, maybe it's a percentage off, or maybe it's a free shipping with a minimum. One of the things that we've been experimenting with is free shipping with a minimum with our clothing because we charge shipping, but if we want to encourage people to shop more clothing items, we could do that with the minimum free shipping campaigns. Now, finally, let's talk about coupons. This is a great way to reach those repeat customers. For specific buyers or in a way that you can make public, coupons are a great way to let people get that next deal on your store. Now, if you have repeat customers, you can encourage those customers to return to your store. But if you want to reward a certain buyer, you're also able to do that with coupons. Maybe a buyer had an order issue. Maybe they're a repeat buyer who buys from you often and you want to encourage them to buy again. You could send a private coupon to that buyer as a way to encourage them to return to your store. Now, for us, we tend to do this as a way to offer specific buyers a discount. We don't typically use coupons too often since we use those sale events and the volume pricing quite a bit. But if we want to create a custom bundle for someone or reward a repeat buyer, we'll send a coupon out to help them know that they're an appreciated buyer at J&L Making a Difference. Now, sometimes you just want to go straight to your potential buyers. There's people who are interested in your items. Maybe they've added an item to the cart. Maybe they're watching that item, and you want to take advantage of that great interest on your item. Well, seller-initiated offers are an awesome way to go straight to your potential buyers. They're also a great way to clear out old inventory. Sometimes you have stale inventory that you want to move, and sending out these offers to people who have previously shown interest is a good way to experiment with lower pricing without having to lower your pricing across the board. This is also a great way to drive engagement rates on your listing up. People will continue to return to your listing to see if they're still interested. They may buy one of those items, and maybe you have some more ready to sell, but you'll raise your chances of a sale without necessarily having to lower your price for everyone. One of the ways that we incorporate seller-initiated offers in our business is with older clothing items. Maybe those have been sitting on the shelf for a while, and we're ready to make space for new inventory. We'll send out a seller-initiated offer to try to see if we can find buyers who are interested in purchasing our item at a lower cost. Also, in our electronics division, we have some past model electronics, things that aren't quite as valuable anymore, but for the right person at the right discount, they may be interested in purchasing the item. So we send them an offer and see if they're willing to accept. Now let's talk about promoted listings. Once you have all these great promotions, you want to make sure that your listings are in front of the right buyers. We personally, at J&L Making a Difference, use Promoted Listing Standard the most, but there's a variety of tools. Let's start out with Promoted Listing Standard. With Promoted Listing Standard, you only pay when your item sells. There's a minimum ad rate of 2% of your item total selling cost. It's kind of like those fees you already pay to eBay, but this is an additional fee to promote your listing across the eBay network. Now, this is a great tool because it shows your listing not only on eBay, not only on the search results, but across search engines and across the eBay network in more than 100 places without having to select those search keywords. Now, this is our choice because it's simple. We have a wide range of fixed price items, and a lot of our items are one-off items. They're not items that we would want to set keywords for or necessarily promote our store. We just want to promote this particular item. So for us, Promoted Listing Standard is one of the best fits. Now let's talk about Promoted Listings Express. This is an auction-focused ad tool. It's great because you can you pay a fixed fee when you list, and then you don't pay anything else after that. Now, you'll be charged whether or not your item sells, but this can be great if your item sells for a higher cost. And at J&L Making a Difference, we don't really do many auctions, so this tool doesn't quite work for us, but if you're an auction-style seller, this could be the perfect tool for you. Finally, let's talk about Promoted Listings Advanced. This is a powerful advertising tool where you could set a daily budget and have a little bit more control over your advertising experience. Maybe you're selling higher cost items and you want to set a lower daily budget. You don't want to pay that fixed fee when items sell. Or maybe you're confident in your listing and you just need it to reach more people. You know what keywords your buyers are searching. In this case, Promoted Listings Advanced is the perfect tool for you. It works with those keywords and the daily budget to do keyword bidding and bring more views to your listing. Now, a good thing to know about Promoted Listings Advanced is that you'll pay whether or not your item sells. And as I mentioned, this could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on how much your item sells for. So consider what would be best for your business, whether that be Promoted Listings Standard, Promoted Listings Express, Promoted Listings Advanced, or a combination of some of those tools. Now let's take a look at some of these promotions we talked about in action. This is one of our items at J&L Making a Difference, alcohol prep pads. Now I want you to take a look at this image and see if you can find some of those different tools we talked about. Here on the pricing, we have our sale event and markdown. You can see the item now sells for $7.23 each, whereas before it was priced at $8.22. So buyers are seeing that they're saving 99 cents on every item they order for a sale of 12% off. And buyers can also see that on the search results, driving them to your listing. Now the second thing we can see here, down where it says bulk savings, is that volume pricing. We can see that the buyer can save up to 15% more on top of that sale event or markdown if they're willing to order more than one. So we offer a slight discount if buyers are willing to buy two, and then more of a discount as buyers buy more of our product. So this is a great way on this lower cost item where shipping costs for just one alcohol prep pad are quite high for us to encourage buyers to combine their shipments, maybe order a few more so that we're able to save the environment and save on shipping costs at the same time. Now, a great bonus here, something you wouldn't see when you're looking at this page, is that this listing has also been promoted, meaning it probably appeared a little bit higher in the search results. Or maybe this buyer found our listing on an external site. Maybe they found it when they were looking for something totally different on eBay. So there's a lot of promotions in action here that helped us to drive a high number of sales on this particular listing. Now that was a lot of info, but remember that today our goal was just to find the best tool to drive more sales for your store. And we looked at which tools eBay offers and how to know which tools can help you to reach your goals. Now let's take a look at some of our key takeaways from today. You have to ask yourself, what do you as a seller want to focus on? Maybe that's an increased order size. Maybe you want to clear out old inventory. Or maybe you want to promote new inventory. At J&L Making a Difference, we have a bit of a combo goal. Different listings call for different focuses. On some of our listings, we are trying to increase that order size. And on some of our listings, we're just trying to clear out old inventory that's been sitting for a while so we can make space for new inventory. And finally, when we have new products that we aren't sure how well they perform, we want to promote our new inventory. So remember, the answer to what you want to focus on could be a combination of different goals. Now let's talk about your strategy. How can you reach that goal that you just set for yourself? Maybe that's the volume pricing tool that we use on some of our replenishable items. Maybe that's running a promotion where you're offering a sale event or a markdown. Maybe that's a coupon or a seller-initiated offer where you're reaching out to certain buyers, targeting them for discounts at your store, while still letting the general public shop at regular prices to see which prices would fit your buyers best. Or maybe your preferred strategy is promoting your listings. Sometimes it's best to just get a little bit more visibility without having to lower your item pricing. And again, at J&L Making a Difference, we make use of all these different strategies. So try them out, see how they work. And bringing us on to our next point, start small. And once you've found what works, go big. At J&L Making a Difference, we started with $1. $1 and a book from the dollar store. We tried different strategies, and eventually we found what works. Once we did that, we implemented those strategies on a wider scale. Now, it's easy to get caught up in wanting to grow your business quickly or on one particular sale. But remember, don't forget to look at the big picture. Because over time, if you continue to stick with your goal, choose a strategy to help you reach that goal, and go big once you found the right strategy, you'll be successful here on eBay. Now, I always say it's easy to start an online business, but it's tough to grow. So if you're ready to take your business to the next level, implement some of these strategies that we talked about today, and find what works best for your business. Whether you're starting small or looking to grow an already successful business, I wish you a happy selling on eBay.